Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office. It is a cloudy sky out there with some rain heading our way, but we've really been enjoying some lovely fall weather. And of course, Halloween is just a few days away, so that means it's time to set up my planner for the month of November. So stay tuned for that and welcome to my office. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So you may be familiar with this. This is my current planner, which is a Discbound system. I have the cover and quite a few inserts from Jane's Agenda, and I am a Jane's Agenda affiliate, so I'll link everything down below for that. You can use my special affiliate link when you shop. And if you're a brand new customer and you're placing your very first order, then I do have a special code, Natasha, and you can use that to get a discount off your first order. So I have on my planner currently the cover that came in the October Deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda, and I've really been enjoying it. I like having the gold discs with these warm autumn tones and this beautiful image on the front, of course, with the leaves and the vellum. However, what I have really discovered that I love is getting the deluxe subscription box, which includes a cover each month. So I have a collection of things that came in the November deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda. So I'm actually going to be using these to set up my planner and just sort of refresh things for the month of November. So let's start off by replacing the cover. So I'm just going to take off this one and the cardstock dashboard that's underneath. And I will set this aside, and this will just go in my stash of planning supplies to be used some other time. And I am going to go ahead and use the one that came in November. I think I'm going to use this tulip image that goes underneath. I like that, although I also did like this cloisters image, but I think I'm going to save that for one of my divider tabs. And as I've been using my planner this month, I really enjoyed being able to just insert pages. That's the beauty of having a disc-bound system, is it's very flexible. And the more I've been using it the last couple of months, the more I've been just getting comfortable with that whole concept of being able to insert pages anytime, put them wherever you want. So I think for the month of November, I want to go through and just reorganize my planner a little bit. I have various tabs that I've made at the top. Some of them are on like a repositionable, tab that you could move it around, and then I have some on the sides. So I think I'd like to just sort of streamline everything and make it a little more uniform across the board. What it is right now is it's just been things that I've added kind of as I went along. And now I think I want to make it a little more cohesive, where I'm intentionally adding all the tabs and putting them where it makes the most sense for me. So let's see, I have all these extra tabs, and this is the reverse side of this image, so that's going to go on the back. And I'm going to keep my gold discs for right now. I may switch that around, but actually going into the holiday season, I think those gold discs will be perfect. And I've already seen a sneak peek of the December cover that's coming in the December Deluxe subscription box. And I'm so excited because it's beautiful and it's very festive and appropriate for the holidays. And I don't know if I showed it in my unboxing video, which I'll link that below, but on the back there is this quote that says, "She's a wild one, stomping on eggshells, everyone else tiptoed around," and that's from Caitlin Foster. So I like that there's even a little quote and decoration on the back. And I choose the option to get the elastic band on my planner, so that way I have something that just holds it all together. And what I've been carrying around is this smaller pen pouch. It does have an elastic band. It can go on the cover, but it's pretty tight. So mostly I've just been carrying it around, and then I just keep most of my friction pens in there that I use on a daily basis, a few of my mild liners for this month, and some extra supplies. So now let's also look at the month of November and what I need to add in, because I know what I did initially was I made this November divider tab. So these were cardstock and vellum dividers that came, I think, in the October box. So I just used those to set out the three months going ahead. So I have the November one there, and I like that she had this cover page which had the main points that you wanted, or the main holidays that you wanted to note for that month. Then there's a dashboard page where you can do your goals. And then we go into the month of November. What I'm missing in my planner is the days, because what I did initially in the September box, we got 4 months worth of planning pages, which was amazing because that's how I decided to switch from my bound planner to this Discbound system, just to try it, and I've been loving it, so I'm going to keep doing that. So what I did was just put the month I was in plus the next month in the planner, and then I only kept the monthly pages, you know, this main monthly page, so if I wanted to do forward planning I could. And I took out all the daily pages, and I've just been keeping those separate. This is my Christmas planner that I've just been putting together as the last couple of months have gone on. So the Happy Planner had a deal on some of their Christmas planning inserts, so I gathered those earlier this summer. I do have my Fly Lady Cruising Through the Holidays binder, but what I found last year was I wanted to have something a little more portable to take around with me, so I still used the Cruising Through the Holidays planner last year in a big binder, and then I just had a smaller planner. This was actually just a gift bag that I laminated and then punched and made that into my cover, and the same thing on the back. This was just a gift bag, and I found some cardboard and laminated the two together and made that my cover. So this was my Christmas planner last year. So anyway, what I did was to take out those daily pages for November and December. So I need to pull those out now and put those in my planner. So here's December 5th. Okay, so I think this is the last couple of days here. And I think I'm going to go through the weekend. So I think I'll leave these in here for now. And then we're going to pull these daily pages out. And I really like using the Fly Lady's Cruising Through the Holidays missions because she gives you some really basic baby steps to start thinking ahead about the holidays now towards the end of October. And that gets you set up so that by the time December comes, you have most of your holiday planning and gift buying and all that done. And then you can just enjoy the holiday events and time with family during December. So I need to kind of catch up on a few of the holiday cruising missions, but she always says just jump in where we are. So that's my plan, is this coming week I'm going to jump in where we are. But I was at the post office and I went ahead and picked up some stamps with the holiday images just to kind of get started on that. And the only thing about this cover that I didn't realize when I was making it is I used my punch, but it was a little too short. So when I did the back one, I did just hole punch and then I cut little slits, which has worked out to be a lot sturdier and it's held up better. So I wish I could have done that on the front, but it's already done. So that's the other reason why I'm looking forward to that December box from Jane's Agenda, because I'll have a really pretty new cover that'll be even better than the one I made. Okay, so now let's go through and add these November pages. So this is, I think I'm going to put that back in the other planner for now. So we go from the month right here and into these pages here. Get these all set up. So I'll have the whole month of November in there. Okay, so that has been added. Now I think I probably need to take out, that's pretty thick. I think I need to take out some of my September pages just to, actually I took out September, so I never did go back and set up my Q4 planning or my October spreads. So that's something that I still would like to do. I'm hoping maybe these are things that's a project I'm still working on. Anyway, I'm hoping that I can get through some of this planning set up this weekend, because I really do like these quarterly planning pages. It just seemed like I never found the time to sit down and set them up. So I didn't even get my goals added here, even though I have been working on some of them. But what I've really been using is the weekly and the monthly spreads. I've been using the weekly and the daily pages, and just using those to get set up for the week. And then that's been helping me, you know, keep working on some of these projects. I just never listed them in the front, but they were a lot of projects that were continuing on from September. So anyway, I think now that I have those daily pages for November added, let's go ahead and set up the main monthly calendar spread. So I'm going to set some of these things aside, and then we'll set these 2 pages up for the month of November. So for me, the month of November is a number 7 month because I use the Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book, and that gives me a monthly focus, a monthly affirmation, and then also a color scheme each month. So I'm gonna grab all of my purple markers. So I have my purple Zig Clean Color Dot marker and mild liner that I'll be using for this setup. So to start with, I'm just gonna go through and do some quick highlighting and get the main goals and projects page set up. So this will be my active projects here and my goals here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just kind of highlight that. And I like to use my Zig Clean Color Dot marker and just go through and add my dots. Okay, so this page is set up for now. If I get the stickers from the Prayerful Planner in my email and I decide I like those, then I may go ahead and add some stickers to decorate a little bit more. But this gives me enough to start setting it up and adding some of my information that I want to add on here. Now we'll go to this monthly spread. And because this is a Monday start calendar, which I'm getting more used to using each month, but my natural inclination is to assume this is Sunday. So what has been helping me is to just draw a line and divide out that this is the weekend. And that gives me a little better visual reminder that when I'm looking at this calendar, I know what days of the week are laid out where. And then we're gonna just add kind of a border here. So that was the finer tip on the chisel tip mild liner. Then on the brush tip mild liner, the finer end is even narrower. So I'm going to use that to outline the individual days. And I'm just doing the heavier marker at the edges of the actual month so that I know where those are. Now I'm going to use my Zig Clean Color Dot marker and just highlight the individual days of the month. And I'm also going to highlight the Daylight Savings Time note, the Veterans Day note, Thanksgiving, of course. So that has all my holidays marked on there. And then the final thing I want to do is add my affirmation at the top. So let's take a look. So the Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book, I'm looking for the number 7 personal year, which is what you use for the month as well. So my affirmation is here. And I think I'm going to use the finer tip on the Zig Clean Color Dot marker for that. Okay, so that gave me my monthly setup, and like I said, I'll still probably add some stickers and decoration as I get into things a little bit more, but that's a good start. And I think I will also go ahead and add my Fly Lady zone cleaning task, so let's label that. The first full week will be my zone 1. Okay, had to get the whiteout out to repair a few little mistakes, but overall that's going to work for my November monthly spread setup. Then the last thing I'm going to do is set up the back page, which will be the detailed information from that Louise Hay book for the month of November. And again, this is just the personal information for me. Now I'm going to use my erasable friction pen just in case I need to erase, and I make a little mix up there. So even though this is a 4-color pen and this is a red indicator, I have actually put a purple friction replacement in there, so that's what I'm going to be used to complete the section at the bottom. Okay, that is all set up now, and even though it's not perfectly straight because there are no lines on this page and there are no dots, which I would love it if this page came with dot grids. I'm hoping maybe that's an update that'll come for next year. But regardless, it is done. So now let's go ahead and pop these pages back into my planner. So we're gonna flip to November, and we have the November, here we go, the November dashboard first, and then that opens up to the November calendar pages, and then on the back side I have my November personal month information, and then we go right into the first week of November. So I think I am going to go ahead and just quickly set this up since it won't take long. So starting with Tuesday, we're just going to highlight across. And point that out as well. Then I'll have my AM routine that I'll transfer over, my PM routine, and my active projects. And this page is really working well for me. I've been much more consistent with some of the items in my AM and PM routine because I enjoy coming back to this dashboard page daily and just checking everything off. I'm not perfect at it, but it just keeps some of those things more at the front of my mind, and I keep trying to get better about it. And then let's go ahead, since Monday is the last day of October, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to actually use my friction highlighter, and I will link everything below, but we're going to, highlight the last day of October in this blue color, because that's what color we have there. And then I'm also going to use that purple and add my dots here. And then off camera, I'll go in and use my phone to add the weather right under each day, and then I'll just add my schedule. So my work schedule, and then any, events, like I know there's a class party at my daughter's school on Monday for Halloween. Of course, we'll go trick-or-treating, and then our little Chamber of Commerce in the area does an open house, and I'm making chili, my white chicken chili for that. So I'll be adding all those things there and just going through the week to add our schedule. So I hope that gives you a chance just to see quickly how I set everything up for a new month. And then the next thing I think I'm going to work on is trying to go back and set up some of my bigger goals for the rest of this quarter. Even though October's basically almost done, it's okay. I can still take a look at those goals and look ahead through November and December and just see how I want things to go and what I want to focus on. And I'm also going to play around with adding some dividers and streamlining some of my tabs so that everything is a little more cohesive. So in my next planning video, you may see those updates. But for now, I hope that gave you a chance to see my November spread in my Discbound planner with the Jane's Agenda inserts. And I do love these monthly spread inserts and the daily pages. Everything is still really working well for me and I'm enjoying it. And just having the new cover each month makes it exciting to get back in my planner. It feels fresh and new, and that's what I was really missing when I was trying to keep to one bound planner for the year. So even though there's a part of me that wanted to be really consistent and have that bound planner the entire year, which I had done the last several years, I think it was just time for a change, and this has been the change that I was ready for. So I hope that gave you some ideas and you enjoyed watching me set up the month of November. Happy end of October and happy Halloween if you celebrate that. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. And don't forget, on Tuesday, I'll be back with another Tiny Tidy Tuesday video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.